What's the biggest animal you guys think you guys could knock out?
Knock out?
Not a very big animal. Yeah, you see, like I can whoop a Chihuahua's ass.
Yeah.
Well, Luli asked
So unnecessary.
yesterday, which Disney princess could you beat on a one-on-one?
All of them.
But she was saying, yeah, she was actually saying Prince, but
Oh, the princes?
All of
Yeah.
them.
Hello and welcome everybody to Squid Link. This is episode, I'm gonna take a guess here, 7. Because we haven't done this in a very long time. But now we're back to it. And with me, I have Shapp
hello.
and Axel / El Gato
Howdy.
and Arma.
Hi.
I know we haven't done this in a long time, and I was just like, fuck it, let's just wing it. And one thing I wanted to talk about was I've been watching on YouTube these videos of like people like after they kill somebody or whatever, they get interrogated and they try to act crazy. You know what? Have you guys
Oh.
seen those videos?
Oh,
I
I've seen
haven't
them in
seen
my
them.
recommended, but
They
not like
try
I
and
killed
act
someone,
crazy?
but
Yeah, like they kill someone and to like get out of it, to like go to the insane asylum instead of like life in jail, they act crazy. And like sometimes they
go for
don't
the
know.
insanity play.
Yeah, because then they can be like brought back into society eventually if they hear they're crazy, I guess.
is it like the like like the people who have done shootings and stuff? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
Or
it
just
could
in
be
general?
anything, murder or school shooting. Like people, sometimes they don't even know that they're being recorded, which is so stupid. They're just sitting there, just all nice and calm in the interrogation room, and the second they hear the door open, their hand just flies up and starts doing weird gang signs. And
What?
they're just trying to act crazy and seem like
This is a real thing?
yeah, it's a real thing. It's so dumb.
Yeah.
But most of the time, actually, I don't know like the success rate of acting crazy, but it seems like most of the
It's
time
not.
they get caught.
Because people don't know what acting crazy actually means. Because acting crazy isn't like, oh, I can see ghosts or I'm twitchy or it's just
Yeah.
like it's like failing to understand like what being a human being is. Like it's just conceptually impossible unless you're like actually crazy
Yeah, they
or
try
do a
to
lot
act
of research.
twitchy or like they do weird things or they start showing their teeth a lot and like they're like, yeah, the demons told me to do this.
So they do this on purpose, or is it like
Yeah,
they do
they're
it
doing it on
purpose.
purpose
Yeah.
so they don't
They
get the
think
death
they're
sentence or
actors.
whatever.
I mean, the thing is, people. I mean, there's the argument of like if you murder someone, you're kind of crazy already. But like a lot of them are so full of themselves that they think they can just get away with it, which
Yep.
is why they do it in the first place. So then they're like, I'll just pretend to be crazy and then I'll just get out of it. And then they're like, you're an idiot. Go to jail for like 60 years. And they get what they deserve, really. But
Yeah, like
oh,
there was a video that I saw of someone that was actually like criminally insane, and he was like confessing to everything. He was like, "Yeah, I killed them," and they were asking like why did you kill him? And he's like, "I don't know. Like, did you get anything out of it? Like pleasure, or you didn't like this guy?" And he's just like, "No, I didn't get anything out of it." And he has like no empathy. He just did it for no reason. He did it just to do
nothing
it, and it
whatsoever?
wasn't like thought out well either. He just did it and like
Yeah.
buried the body with just a few leaves, and then tried to hitchhike to Canada.
that's like
What?
Imagine him on the side of the road, completely like filled with blood and everything. He's just
Yeah,
I had a little
that's
accident.
basically what happened. But the first person he tried to
Really?
get a ride from was a police officer.
Oh my god!
Wow.
well,
Smartest man alive.
Karma or just bad luck?
But
I mean,
Arma, you did that?
no,
Or
not
were you-
me. He said karma.
Karma.
Oh.
Please don't incriminate me.
Okay, sorry.
But just seeing those people try to act crazy, I always wondered if I could, pass for crazy if I
That's
had to.
crazy.
That's crazy.
Not that I would ever
Prob-
kill anybody and
Probably
try it,
not.
but
I
No,
mean,
but it's like the wanting to pass the lie detector test. Like, I think I could do it. I think I just have to be in the right headspace, and then it's like I got him. And then as soon as you're ready to tell a lie, your heart rate goes up, and it's like, oh well, I
I
guess I
just have
can't.
high blood pressure.
I
It's not
mean,
me. It's not me being scared or
It's the
anything.
diabetes kicking in.
there's one way to find out, right?
Yeah,
All
get a
right, so
lie
for this
detector.
episode, we're gonna use a lie detector.
Oh
oh,
no.
No,
what's
no,
a really
just kidding.
bad anime?
A bad anime.
A
All of
bad
them. No.
anime.
I was just thinking like I would just like lock myself in a room
And
for like
watch that.
2 weeks and just have this anime, or maybe a song. It would be better.
A
Like Justin
song?
Bieber's "Baby." I would
Despacito.
just have that shit playing for like a week straight in my head, and then see if I'm crazy enough to pass.
Oh.
All right. The real question is, what song or what thing would it take for you to go crazy?
Every what's that one song by Mariah Carey or whatever her name is?
The Christmas one?
Christmas one. That one makes me go
Yeah, maybe
crazy
some
every
Christmas
December.
song.
I already work in retail, dude. I'm tired of Christmas songs.
I work in my room. I don't hear Christmas songs at all.
Nice.
So, do you think it would make you go crazy?
Christmas
Hell
song?
yeah! I'll
I
turn
I
into
think I'd be
some.
fine.
I'll probably turn into some serial killer Santa.
I was gonna say something more like I'll probably turn into the Grinch, but that that goes too. Yeah.
Dude, what pisses me off is that a lot of these songs that I actually look forward to listening to are fucking covers. So it's not the actual artist. Like I
Wait,
was at work.
why do they do that though?
I don't
The
know.
MCA?
I don't know. It makes me upset because I'm over here like waiting for George Michael's beautiful voice, and because he plays Last Christmas with Wham, right? And it is some random person, and I'm like, who are you? You're not George Michael, and it
Because it's
upsets me.
like, yeah, it's because they're like, hey, we need to sell more Justin Bieber albums or something. And it's
Cover
a,
all
it's a
these
way
songs.
it's a way to keep like modern artists relevant. It's like everyone needs to do a Christmas song, like how every anime has like a beach episode.
But yet Mariah
Ooh.
Carey's Christmas song is always number one.
It's because it's good.
Are you
Huh?
saying Last Christmas by George Michael's is not good?
It is good. I'm just saying Mariah Carey has a great voice.
She
Are
used
you
to have
saying
a great
George
voice.
Michael's doesn't
When
have a
she
great
sang the
voice?
song,
Isn't doesn't she have like the highest pitch or voice, something like that? She's like,
I thought that was Britney Spears.
I don't know if it's the highest, but like she's got like an impressive range.
oh,
The one thing I don't really like listening to Britney Spears, but one thing I give her props for is like I saw this video of her like just like talking to her friends backstage, and she was all laughy and this and that. And then the second like the curtains went up, she just went into fucking it's Britney bitch mode, and like her face just went completely stoic and everything. Like after just
The
laughing, like
show
hey
must go
guys,
on.
this and that, and then boom, it's Britney bitch.
I want to look up that video now.
I
I
was
want
like,
to see
damn,
it.
she's a performer.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's easy to forget because it's like you only see them when they perform. So you're like, oh man, they just, they might have a certain type of personality type based on their like stage performance, but to be like that all the time would be exhausting.
Oh yeah.
Just like constantly on like performer mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that
I
would
know.
suck.
Yeah, I know. Tours also take a lot of like people's like
Mental.
mental. Yeah, touring is like heavy on a lot
Oh
of artists.
yeah. There was another person. Um, I forget her name. Oh, Billy Eyelashes.
Oh yeah,
Billy eyelashes.
Uh-huh.
eyelash. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
She I think there was a video or something where she just like she could not go out on stage because she was like having a mental breakdown or some shit.
think I
Yeah, I mean,
did
she's
see
pretty
that.
young though. Like she's only like 19, 20.
I
Something like
think she's
that.
Yeah,
19.
that's
Yeah.
true.
She's like my brother's age, so it's she's still like pretty young.
Did you ever hand him like a controller that was not connected? Just
Yes,
to...
No, I never did that.
I
Oh,
did that.
I did that to my brother.
I think
I
I
did
did that, but it was too late. Like my brother was already smart.
It was funny. He's like, "This isn't connected. I'm not playing connected." You're just
Yeah,
like, "Oh, dang."
my brother, he like caught on pretty quick. He's like, "Why am I not moving?"
Damn.
And he followed the cord.
Talking about video games though, I guess this is kind of part of the reason why I wanted to start doing this podcast again and just content creation in general, because of course this is something I've always known, but lately I've been feeling it more. Is that video games don't do anything for you really, except occupy your
Well,
time
okay.
and like give you like this dopamine rush whenever you do whatever in a video game. But lately I've been feeling like kind of like it's been a waste of time for me because I could be doing something else and maybe I should be doing something else. And I mean, you guys know me, like I play probably a lot of video games, probably more than I would like to admit to, like just based on like hours a day I spend. And I think one thing that I just needed to find like a balance, and this is something I always struggle with, is just balance between being productive and like the time you spend, like your leisure activities and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah,
that's why like yesterday I didn't really hop on Discord or anything. I was out with my cousin, and then I was like, we should do a podcast, and we should start picking up the pace, and or at least that's how I feel like that's something I want to do, is pick up the pace with the content creation on our channel and my
yeah,
own individual channel too, because I want to be, if I'm going to be doing this, I need to do something, it needs to like help being productive too, especially if I'm putting
yeah,
so much
balance.
time in this shit.
Right, yeah, you gotta balance like this if we want to make it into like a work. We need to get in the ethic, like balance this, of course, and still be able to have like a social life and stuff.
Yeah. And I think me having an addictive personality, it doesn't help the balance part of things, because then I just get hooked on something and I just do that thing over and over and over again, whether that
I'm
Mhm.
like
something
that
is good
too.
or bad.
Yeah,
You see, I
But
think I feel like that could be good or bad though. Like, let's say you were to start getting in the rhythm of content creation, right? Of like doing this, then you would get in the rhythm of doing it over and over and over and over.
yeah, and that's something I definitely want to do, like just have that urge and that drive to want to do this type of thing. But I know that I can't always be motivated to do this kind of thing, because I'm human and I can't always be like pumped up to pump stuff out and this and that. So I'm trying to like learn to just be more disciplined when it comes to this kind of thing, because I feel like I'm like a grown baby or a grown child. Like I'm disciplined when it comes to certain things, like adulting stuff, but not in everything. Like when it comes to video games, I just will sit down and play like 8-10 hours,
Yeah,
and
I
then
mean, if you do that though, like the counter is you just don't do it tomorrow, right? Like it's like there's nothing wrong with playing or doing one thing for like 8 hours in a day. That's most jobs. So,
true.
it's if you do something 8 hours in a day, then it's like, okay, uh, you don't want to spend that again the next day, you just don't start it, right? Like you don't necessarily have to balance every day hour by hour and be like, all right, I need to make sure, it's like
That's
sort of
true.
like a diet as well, where it's like, oh man, every meal doesn't have to have like, a bit of protein, a bit of, fruit, some grains, whatever. You can have like just like an apple for breakfast and then have all your protein at dinner. Like you don't necessarily have to like eat a little bit of everything for every single meal all day.
That's true.
And it's like the
That's a
same
good
with your time.
analogy.
I,
So
I,
I wouldn't
sorry.
get in your head too much about it where, you know, if you're spending like a week playing video games 8 hours a day, then it's like, all right, yeah, then maybe you could be a little more productive, or at least like
And I have done
stream
that.
it or record it or something. Which, it's easy to do, especially like if you're not employed. I've absolutely done that, like in between contract work, where I'm just like, all right, my contract just ended. Time to do absolutely nothing for like 2 weeks. Like, so
Like vacation.
yeah. But
Would
I
be
mean, yeah. Well, for me specifically, I like doing random things. Like I'll just pick up, like I'll have some random idea, and I'll be like, I could probably do that, and I'll just go and start doing it because I sort of get um like obsessed with like an idea, or it's like I just want this to work. Um, like I wrote a whole program uh in Java, like for no real reason other than the fact that
You
I
could do
hated
it.
a tier list that someone posted. And I'm like, tier lists suck. I hate how they're always the S category, A category, and it's just like arbitrary. Like, I don't know, it's probably like A tier because, it's good. And I'm like, no. So I wrote a whole program that was like, you put in a list and then it just compares choices, and you literally have to click one over the other and then rank the list by like which one you prefer. And then there's no weird like nonsense of, well, it could be B tier because it doesn't mean anything. It's arbitrary. But if you pick
No, it
one
means it's
over
B
the other,
tier.
yeah, B tier doesn't mean anything.
It means that it's better than C tier
Yeah, but like they
and worse than
people
A
just make
tier.
up an arbitrary like cutoff point, and then they don't put the
Hmm.
things I like in A tier, so therefore it's wrong.
Oh,
Um,
okay, that's why it's
Oh
wrong.
yeah, yeah. That's for
They
your own
put bias
personal.
tier down in B
yeah.
tier? No, sir. Not on my watch.
Yeah, well, it's like an idea that I had for a while because for like making my own list, and like I like all these things. It'd be easy to put them all in S tier, but which one's the best is like
Mm.
too hard to choose. But if I give like a this or that kind of option, it forces me to, so I can not cop out.
Sounds like
But
that's actually a really good idea, honestly. Like sounds like a cool concept. Well, not a concept because you made it already,
I
but
did make it.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, it's not perfect, but like
I would like
there's a
to
little bit
give
of
it a
weirdness
try.
to it. Yeah, I mean, it's just I'd have to like I would want to put it on a website, but I probably will never do that because I just wanted to make the concept.
Mhm.
So it exists on my computer, and I can put a list in there and then like stream stream it and pick options for people. But uh, yeah, it's not like I probably would not make it available to the public because that wasn't the point of it.
Well, you
But
should maybe copyright it or something before someone else takes the idea.
well,
Patent
it's
or
an
something.
idea that like there was some sort of like like what's your favorite video game quiz that I did in like 2013 or something like that.
Hmm.
And it used that method, and I thought that method was really smart, but I could never find any other poll. I like searched on Google so many different ways and could never find a like this or that like comparison poll, and like, you know what? I'm just gonna make my own.
Mhm.
But yeah, that's kind of like a little bit rambly, but uh yeah, like if you have that sort of like addictive personality in the same way that I'm like I need to chase this idea at least to a certain point, then you just need to make sure that you separate your days into chunks.
Right.
Or
Yeah.
like it's like, all right, this day I wasted all day yesterday, but tomorrow I'm going to start working on this. Because once you start working on it, it's like, well, I went and opened all the programs already. I might as well do it. Like, and sometimes if it's like music creation or something like that, maybe inspiration doesn't hit you, but opening it and thinking about it will maybe jog well, not jog your memory, but
Get the creative
sort of,
juices flowing.
yeah, it'll
That's a
get
big
it
thing
kicking into
too.
gear.
Getting that like
Mhm.
inspiration, like sometimes it just hits you like out of nowhere. You're just like, man, I feel like doing this.
Mhm. Yeah.
And sometimes like you sit down and you want to do that, and you're just like, man, it's not hitting me. It's not
Yeah.
hitting me. I don't know what to do. It just
Yeah.
hits you like at random times.
Yeah. That's why breaks are sometimes really useful. You're like, it doesn't
Like when
come to
you're
you at the
overdoing it.
moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just take a little break and it'll just start naturally flowing into you.
Yeah, that's a good point. I need to really have a balance between mm, like being disciplined to like keep trying, or like when to know to stop and take a break, like you said.
Hmm. Yeah. Another thing like balancing and stuff. So you say you like game for like multiple hours and stuff, right? You should.
Yeah.
Have you like thought of streaming, like instead of like just playing streaming with the hours you like taking like a full time like streaming kind of thing? So I know there's like streamers that like they go on Twitch for like 8 hours and stuff like that, and like it's just
You
I
know,
guess get donations and stuff like like
I know
it's
what you mean. And
yeah.
to be a streamer, you definitely need to put in the hours
Yeah.
consistently like that. But it's kind of, maybe I'm just making up excuses in my head, but
Mm.
I just, it's because my life can be very sporadic, like out of nowhere. I'm not like sitting here for the straight like 8 hours unless it's super late at night and no one is around to bother me.
Mhm.
But if it's especially during the day, then I feel like I'll be in and out a lot. But I don't know. I guess I could try it. I don't know why I'm just saying no in my head instead of giving it a try.
Yeah, trying
And I did
it's
used to
also
do it and had a small little community that I'm extremely grateful for even to this day.
yeah, it's always a good like thing to pick things back up and start practicing more and like going at it, working towards like whatever you want to get achieve.
Yeah, it's
It's always a
just
good practice.
ever since I got like my vision back, I just have been. It feels like I've been going through a lot of changes, and like even when I've been going to the gym lately, I've been doing more cardio. Because before, I'm not gonna lie, I'm like a caveman. I just like to go and pick things up and put them back down. I'm like, yeah, I just like to lift heavy things. But really, that's not like, I guess, healthy for me. I should be doing cardio to like just for my heart in general and everything.
Yeah.
And I just need to be more balanced, like with being a caveman and running and all
Balancing your
that.
workouts.
Yeah,
Yeah, balancing is like it's a really like big or important thing to society, I guess, to everyone. Something that needs to be more practiced, like accountable and stuff.
Yeah, and it's something I guess I've always kind of struggled with, but like even when I was working, I did nothing but work, and
I remember that. I remember when you had 2 jobs at a time, right?
yeah,
Yeah, I remember that.
yeah. I guess life's just all about balance.
Yep.
Yeah, it really is sort of like how I'm trying to do now. Like I work all most of the day, like and every day as well.
You're working
Like
12-hour shifts, right?
yes,
Yeah.
and
That's a lot.
7 days a
I
week.
hate 12-hour shifts.
7 days too.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of hard to balance out when you're scheduled
Literally
like that.
half of your life is at work right now.
Mhm.
Exactly.
And more than half of your waking hours.
Yeah,
I was about to say, not including the time that he has to sleep.
sleep
And
and get there, and
So
yeah, my
like,
job's also an hour away, so I had to
Oh,
get up
Jesus
jeez.
like
How
Christ.
do
yep.
you find time for anything else?
that's what I'm
Um,
saying. Like that is ugh, dude. I hate 12-hour shifts
Well, I'm glad you're here with us right now.
for real.
yeah, so I had
Hope you're
Um,
getting
to.
good overtime pay or something. Like it's a it's a lot.
Yeah, well, I mean, I find little time here and there for anything.
making
How long are you
money.
gonna be doing that?
Um, till I get enough money so I can like start my own thing.
Your own business?
Hopefully, yeah.
I feel that.
That's what I'm trying to go for and stuff. The it's it's pricey, like machinery and stuff like that that I need. How I would like need like printing and stuff.
Oh, what do I know about that?
Oh yeah,
Yep. Yeah, no, yeah, screen printing and all that is there's a trick to it.
mhm,
Um, but you can start out pretty cheap though.
yeah.
Um, like you can get a single head uh like press to print through, and then just a real tiny dryer. Like if you wanted to just make really small stuff.
Mm.
I mean, if you want to upgrade to bigger orders, they have fully automatic 10 head machines which will squeegee ink through each of the screens. That was what my dad had at his business.
Really, that's a
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. It's like fully
Oh,
automatic. They had like technicians that had to come out and like set it up and all this stuff. Um, but yeah, yeah, you
yeah.
stick a shirt on there as long as everything's lined up, then it just will cycle around. You'll have like a little flash unit to dry the ink enough in between like squeegees, uh,
Passes.
so it doesn't just stick to the bottom of
Mhm.
the actual mesh screen.
I did
It's
not
just
know that was a thing.
So I
yeah.
have an idea. So when Axel gets everything ready, we're gonna fly you down here.
Ooh, that's gonna be a while. Like at my last job, it was like I was a graphic designer at a sign shop, and when they had this printer, like that will print onto vinyl, will print onto paper for like posters, vinyl stickers and stuff like that.
hmm
That machine or printer cost like $25,000
Ooh,
just the machine itself, not
ooh.
counting ink, not counting material.
Yeah,
Of
that's
course, I'm not gonna start that big. I'm gonna like start with small stuff, but I mean, just imagine how much goes into a business like that. That's
Gotta
what
shoot for the stars, baby.
yep,
Gotta shoot for the
yes.
stars.
I gotta work for it. There's no other way.
You can do it. I believe
yep.
in you.
I mean, you can sell. Oh, there we go.
Shh. We don't talk about that.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely doing that though. Drumming up business. The way my dad started was funnily enough, because my dad was a stay-at-home dad for a while, and raised me for a bit, like around when I was like 7. Uh, he would coach for like little league teams around the area, or like umpire and stuff too.
Really?
Oh,
So he would
Nice.
do that for like extra money, and one of the like athletic directors of like the local like Optimist club, um, or sports club. Optimist might just have been the name of it, but yeah. So the local like little league sports club was complaining that the printer that they were always using just was like so unreliable, and it's like we just needed like just like 12 shirts for like each team, and it's just big numbers on like these like little youth jerseys. My dad's like, I can figure it out. And then he started his business, um
really?
and
Off of
then
that?
yeah, and then it was like immediately like got that work, so he had stuff to do. And then you do little things like, uh since we were in North Carolina, he would print like for churches, like church events, like little small stuff. My dad got to the point where he can't even take the small stuff because the amount of time to set up just costs too much compared to when he sets up once and then prints like 1,000 shirts for like a fundraiser at like a at for like a school, or like a local college or something like that.
Mhm.
But yeah, so having like stuff like that, there's just like little things people need
Right.
printed all the time. So,
Yeah.
family vacation shirts, like people get all kinds of weird stuff. So
Yeah.
it's just
I have family
I've seen.
vacation
Yeah.
shirts.
I'm just look,
I've seen
Oh,
that.
I
you
have
weird,
one
Arma?
too. I I have one too, and my dad printed them. I still think they're weird.
What does it say on it?
We got some for Disney.
Well, it's like, our family's name, holiday vacation,
Oh,
2011 or whatever.
Yeah, ours were similar. You know, Disney sells them already, right? But we looked at the prices and we were like, we can get cheaper.
We're making
Yeah.
our own.
Well, that's where we went too. Funnily enough, my grandpa paid for like almost like our whole like
I remember you
side of the
telling us
family to
this.
go. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then we left him at the hotel by accident.
that's fucked up. That's fucked up. He paid for the trip and everything, and
We
y'all
waited
forgot
for him.
him?
Well, we had a hotel on the actual like campus, so it wasn't like we had to he just caught the next train and he hung out with the other family next to him for a little bit.
Probably told them, yeah, I paid for my family's trip, and then they forgot me.
He did. He literally said that. Like, cuz he is a grade A jokester. So, but yeah,
That's funny.
man.
that's funny.
When are we going on vacation, guys?
In a
I
few
don't have
weeks.
vacation.
Sure.
I think the 29th.
In a few
Yeah.
Actually,
weeks.
Arma's not coming.
Yeah.
Um,
Rip.
Arma, you're going with your family, right?
No, I actually just have a lot going on because I'm planning on moving. Uh, so like back
Mm.
to North Carolina.
Oh, you're moving
Oh
back?
shit. Okay.
Like for good?
Yeah, I mean, I've been working remote for 2 years, and I'm like, if I'm gonna work remote, why am I living with a bunch of like random people still when I could just live closer to family? Like, I
That's
don't
a good
have any
decision.
family out here, so
yeah.
yeah, I'm just kind of tired of. I've been here for like 5 years, so I'm just kind of over it,
You can move in
basically.
with your
So,
brothers, right?
I mean, I could. Realistically, I'm just gonna stay with my mom for a little while, and then get my own place. Uh, but
Nice.
yeah, so I've been like packing stuff up, selling things off. Uh, I just sold all my like 3D printer stuff like
What?
on
What?
Saturday. It's too big to move. Like for me to pack up, put in a box and ship it is like half the cost of the printer. So I'm like, I'll get a new one that's nicer.
You could do a road trip.
No, it would be like 3 days of driving
Immediately.
No.
No.
from Seattle to North Carolina
And that would
is
be
almost the
by
furthest
yourself
trip.
too, so
Yeah,
forget
well, my
that.
dad said he'd fly over and drive with me, but honestly, that could just be worse. Like,
I was about to say, I mean, I don't know. It could be, father son bonding time.
I we've had
You,
plenty of that. We're
I
you
good.
can sit on the
don't need more.
passenger seat and just ask him, "Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we?"
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I just don't want to deal with like renting a car for that long and like it
Yeah.
breaking down in the desert. Like
You're literally
I just don't want to deal with
That's how
like that
scary movies happen.
possibility. I
Get
know.
abducted by aliens.
you're
It's
literally crossing
probably
all of
unrealistic,
America
but I'm just like
from
I
one
can
end
see
to the other.
myself accidentally missing a gas station because I'm like, we got like a quarter of a tank left, and then it was like, there's 85 miles until the next gas station. I'm like, oh no.
Did I ever tell y'all
In reverse.
when I went to Disney and so I drove most of the way there?
Which Disney? Disneyland or Disney World?
The one in Florida, which is
World.
Disney
land.
World.
World? Okay, world.
Yeah.
So we went over there and I drove, but I hadn't slept. So I got tired. Once I reached Florida, from Texas to Florida, once I reached Florida, I told my dad, I was like, it's your turn. You have been acting like a baby, saying you're tired and you're this when you haven't been driving. It's your turn to drive. I'm going to sleep. So we switched. I took my nap. When I woke up, I got woken up by people fighting and screaming. And my dad's like, why the fuck are we in Georgia?
Oh my.
I was like, why are we in Georgia? He turns around and goes, where did you leave us? I was like, we literally just entered Florida. I was like, did you go south or did you go north? And he goes, I don't know. So then he's so mad. I looked at the map and yep, he went north. Of course, Georgia's right above fucking Florida. And the entire time he's bitching at me that it's my fault that we're in Georgia. But once we get to this little area where it says "Welcome to Georgia," he's all happy, taking a picture with the sign. He's like, "Oh man, this is so nice." I was like, "You're fucking kidding me, right?" Like the entire time you're bitching at me that it's my fault, and now you're all happy taking a picture with the sign that says "Welcome to Georgia."
You purposely drove into Georgia.
And then,
Yeah.
dude, and then we turn around. I take the wheel back. We go to Disney, whatever. Once we get to the hotel, everyone knocks out. We all fall asleep. He wakes up early and he starts talking to my family in Mexico. He's like, "Yeah, man, Jonathan, he messed up and he drove to Georgia." And he told everyone in my family that I messed up and that I drove them to Georgia.
I would, while he's on the phone, call the other one and be like, he's the one who drove to Georgia. Like, I would have snuffed that out immediately.
I was asleep, so I didn't know. The reason I know is that because my mom sleeps next to him, she overheard. So when me and my brother got up, she came up. She told me she was like, he just called everyone and
Everyone.
told everyone that you messed up and went to Georgia. And I'm standing there like, but it wasn't me. It was him. But everyone thought that, oh, Jonathan messed up and went to Georgia. So I made a Facebook post and I put it on there and I tagged all my family members that he told. I was like, he lied to y'all, just so y'all know, and my family can vouch for me. So then my mom comments on it, my brother comments on it, my sister comments on it, and now everyone's roasting my dad because he lied and because he messed up and went to Georgia.
If he hadn't done that too, they probably wouldn't have known, because why would you tell them? Like,
You
Yeah.
didn't have to. You could have literally just said, we went to Georgia because we wanted to just, get to the sign and take a picture. You could have said that. Nobody had to know that you fucked up and you went north instead of south. No one had to know that. But you having to say something and put the blame on me. Now everybody knows you messed up.
Speaking about vacation and stuff, we mentioned Texas, but we did expand on it since like we know, but since we're recording and everything, and in a few weeks, all of the squid, actually not all the squid.
Yeah, Arma just said he's not
Yeah,
going.
yeah. Some
Yeah.
of the
Majority
squid,
of them.
and we'll be meeting up in Texas for New Year's.
Yeah.
Vacation. Woo!
Round of
Yeah.
applause.
Should be fun. Have fun, guys.
Woo!
About
Man,
like
Arma.
13, 15, something like that. Like
I wish you could go.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just I had like started making all these other plans, and I'm like,
I understand.
because it's like I was gonna see my family for Christmas, and I'm like, well, I'm probably gonna move, so now it's like, now I'm not going for Christmas, but I'm moving at sometime in January probably, so it's
And it's a
just
lot.
very
It's
messy,
expenses.
and
Yeah.
I couldn't like really justify like another round trip flight during like holiday time, which would have been like doubly expensive. So
Hey, next time. Next time.
Yeah.
Change your
Next time.
plans. We're flying to Arma.
guys, I know this is like the worst possible time for this, but my stomach is killing me. And we're only 50 minutes in.
Do you want to pause?
Let's pause.
Eventually.
And we're back, guys. Like nothing happened.
We're gonna have
Yeah.
a little intermission thing where it's like,
Segment.
yeah.
Elevator
Or we
music.
just keep the 5 minutes of us talking and then just
No,
say
because you
we're back.
doxed me. No, you
Oh,
doxed
you're
me.
right. That's true.
Oh, I missed
Did.
the ducks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, people are gonna know exactly where I'm from.
We had a very uninteresting conversation about city populations, so it's fine. Nothing was
Actually,
missed.
I think that was pretty interesting.
It was interesting, yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, I didn't realize New York was. I mean, I knew it was a lot.
No one can beat New York
I
for
didn't. I thought
number
LA
one
was a
in
little bit
population.
closer.
No, they have 4 million. New York has 20 million.
I thought LA had like 8 million or something like that, and then New York was at like 12. But that's a lot different.
Yeah, no. I don't see anyone beating New York anytime soon.
Wait, how many people in
New
New
York,
York?
let's go, baby.
New York has 20 million.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to go there. Too many
It has the
people.
best food though.
The best food?
Best food?
Best food. Yeah.
Apparently, there's like whatever. I forgot what it was. Maybe like 3 rats for every person in New York.
Delicious.
Yeah, the best food.
Delicious.
There's that many rats, and they're not even scared of people because there's that many people there. They don't give a fuck.
Oh
And
yeah,
they're
they don't.
huge.
Don't they walk
They're
like on the
massive.
streets
Master
and
Splinter.
sidewalks like nothing?
That's where Master Splinter's from.
Yeah, imagine
It
just
is because the
seeing
turtles
him.
live in the sewer. It's New York.
Damn. I know. And is it true that they just like walk around? Like you're just walking
Oh.
downtown and you just see them?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes.
Dude, that just reminded
Which
me.
is
So,
crazy.
me and my brother, we decided to take a break from smoking weed. Like,
Mhm.
Congratulations.
so,
Nice.
and it's legal over here in California. No, I'm just saying. But so we decided to take a break, but we had a moment of weakness like 2 days ago, where we were like, fuck it, we have a little bit of weed left. Let's just go smoke it. We went outside to smoke. It's freezing it out there, so like we don't even want to be out there. But we're like, fuck it, let's just get this over with. The second we light it, a skunk comes up like
Ugh.
3 feet next to us,
Ugh.
and it just like it saw us, and then we saw it at the same time, and then it ran away, and we're like, oh my god, like that was a close one. Like maybe we should just go inside. And then me and my brother were like, nah, we scared him. He's gone. And then he came back a second time with his butt facing us.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
So it was like God telling us, like, no.
Put it
more
down.
You
smoking.
were gonna
we were doing
Gato.
good, no more. And then we're like, no, it's not a sign, it's whatever. And then he came back a second time. And we're like, oh yeah, let's go inside.
Do you have any like I don't know funny or interesting stories or I don't know like about that like experimenting with stuff like that?
Like animals?
No.
Oh,
Experimenting? What are you talking about?
I,
Yeah,
We combined the skunk and the weed and made
I was
skunk weed.
No,
because
with
I have a story like with animals. Like my grandpa calls us tacuaches or tacuachillos, which is tacuache is a possum.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a possum. I didn't know that when I was a little kid. So my grandpa used to call me, little tocachillo, you little tacuache. So I was like, oh, that's cute. He has a little nickname. And then I was outside with my dad fixing the yard one night, and I saw a possum on the fucking power line, and I was like, oh my god, what is that? It's a huge rat. And my dad goes, that's a tacuache. And I looked at it, and then I looked at my dad, and I was like, my grandpa calls me that. That that ugly little thing. That's what my grandpa calls me when he says my tacuachillo. And he's like, "Yep, you're a tacuache. That's what your grandpa's calling you." And I never felt so hurt.
Well, I wasn't talking about animals, but since we're in the topic of animals now, there's a family of 4 raccoons that live in my backyard in a tree.
Are they babies?
nice.
2 of them are.
I'm gonna go catch them.
I
Dude,
just see them walking around at night, or if I hear steps, I look out the window, and it's just all 4 of them casually walking, looking through the trash and stuff like that, picking up
I want
walnuts.
one. My uncle had one, and he used to get on his shoulder, and he had a shirt that had the little pocket in the front on the chest,
No.
and he used to put his cigarettes there. The raccoon used to take out the cigarettes and put one in his mouth. My uncle used to light it for him, and he used to smoke it.
What?
Yep.
Sounds made up.
No, it's real. It's real.
I
This is
don't. I
This is all
don't.
in Mexico. This is all in Mexico, by the way.
Did you see it or did he just tell you?
Yes.
Because like
No, we saw it.
the
yeah.
raccoon.
The raccoon would take out his cigarettes out of his fucking pouch, out of his little pocket in his chest, and he would, open it up and like go through them, and he would get one and put it in his mouth, and then he would like move his face in front of my uncle so that he would light it for him.
That
Yeah,
sounds like
son.
That
something out of a
sounds.
movie.
That sounds made up still, but it's sounds less made up than I thought he had trained the raccoon to put the cigarette in his mouth and light it for him.
No,
So the raccoon will
the
put it
raccoon
in
would
his
put this
own mouth.
in his own mouth.
Oh.
Yeah, the
And my
raccoon is the one that
Oh.
smoked the cigarette.
Yes. And my uncle would light it for him, and he would smoke it.
I thought you meant he's like his
Yeah.
little servant over here, little butler.
Yeah.
Putting it in his mouth and then lighting it for your
No.
uncle.
Yeah, that's
It's
what I
kinda
was
cool,
picturing
but
too.
no. No, this raccoon I don't know if it was like monkey see, monkey do, and just saw my uncle doing it all the time, so he was like, "I want one." And it just started grabbing it, I guess.
Probably
They're
just saw
pretty
your
smart.
uncle.
I could believe it if I had photo evidence.
Video evidence.
I
Man,
This was like back in like early 2000s, and I'm talking about in Mexico, like a ranch. Like, dude, they didn't start getting technology till like way later.
They didn't have like a Kodak camera.
Bro, my family is from a ranch. Like, I'm talking about like a ranch. I don't know. Like their houses are like brick homes made out of cement.
Yeah, that's how houses are over there.
Yeah. Yeah,
We
no,
still
they
own
didn't.
a house over there.
No, that
I'll
story
ask my
sounds crazy.
family. I'll ask my mom to see if she has any pictures of it. But
speaking
I remember.
about, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, it's just that I just remember it so clearly.
I mean, if I saw that, I guess I would too. I just
Yeah, like
it sounds
it's
it
just something that you
sounds
don't
too
forget.
crazy to be real.
Man, speaking about small animals and stuff like that. One thing I remember is one time I went camping and like my dad had this slingshot, and like I was just like, man, this is a slingshot. This is not gonna do. This doesn't hurt anybody. It's a slingshot. And then there was a squirrel. He had to be like, I don't know, maybe like
I know
20
where this
feet
is
away.
going.
Yeah, I think I told you this one time. My dad just got a rock and then used the slingshot and hit the squirrel right in the head. And it was like a movie. Like the head just exploded and his body was just standing there for a second and then it fell
Oh,
over.
No,
I was like,
no.
what the fuck? And
that's
then my mind was
horrible.
just blown. Like that's
Like the squirrels.
like that actually happened. Like in video games and stuff, where they stop moving for a second and then they just collapse.
Oh
I was
no.
like, what the fuck? But I was thinking about this.
Awful.
What's the biggest animal you guys think you guys could knock out?
Knock out?
Not a very big animal.
Are they at the bottom of a cliff and I have a boulder precariously perched above them, or like?
No, he's just standing in front of you.
No.
A horse.
God.
A horse?
No, I'm playing. I don't know.
Dude, horses are
mean.
huge, and they have these
I
huge
know
ass
they are.
necks, dude. I think any animal with a skinny neck, might be able to knock out.
Like, have you seen the
Chokehold.
video? Yeah, have you seen the video of it's this fucking kangaroo and it has a dog in a chokehold?
Yeah.
Oh
And
yeah,
so
yeah.
The guy comes over to rescue his dog, and the kangaroo is like, "Oh, you want some of this, huh?" He starts like posting up next to him, and the guy just fucking decks him. And the kangaroo's like, "I didn't expect that."
Oh,
he just
yeah.
stands there all dumb. He's like, "Well,
Oh.
fuck."
I was thinking
think I
about
have
that.
a
I think I
video.
can knock him out. I would have to, or else he's gonna grab me and then fuck me up. His feet.
And then what?
Kangaroos are mean too. I'd
Yeah, no.
stay away from kangaroos.
I don't think I could fight any animal. I mean,
We
you see,
should.
I'm gonna sound fucked up because I would choose like a little puny animal because I know I can whoop his ass.
What about?
a little chihuahua?
Yeah, you see, like I can whoop a chihuahua's
I
ass,
thought of like
but
a
then I would look
possum
mean.
that was just playing dead, and then you just punch him to make sure it's playing dead.
Just laying there, and not doing anything,
Dude,
just
I-
push in the face.
Yeah.
Well, Luli
So
asked
unnecessary.
yesterday, which Disney princess could you beat on a one-on-one?
All of them.
But she was saying, yeah, she was actually saying Prince, but
Oh, the princes?
All of
Yeah.
them.
I don't
Yeah,
know. The fucking Aladdin dude, this guy knows how to parkour and shit. He's gonna jump behind me and kick me in the throat.
Well, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't catch him in a street race, but
But before she
he's
said
poor.
that,
He doesn't have good nutrition.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I answered Snow White because she's asleep because she ate the apple.
Oh, she's asleep.
Just fight her while she's
Could you
asleep.
fight all the dwarves though too? Because you have to fight the 7 dwarves to
I
get
can
to
just
Snow
kick
White.
them. I
Just
can
punt
kick them
them
all.
away.
Yeah, but they're like stout little fellows though. Like, you know,
Just grab one and hit the others with that one that you grabbed.
You
have
see,
that numbers
Sleeping
advantage.
Beauty, she's an easy target too, right?
I mean, she's
They're
also
both
sleeping.
like they're both asleep. Like
Yeah.
If I
it's
had to fight the dwarves, you would have to kill one as quick as possible and make it traumatizing for the others, so they're scared to fight you.
What
So the
fuck?
first one, you would go and like rip his throat out or his tongue or something like that,
Whoa,
and then-
what?
and then just throw it on the floor and just like wait for them to react.
Wait, what
Alright,
are
now-
what are their names?
I think that squirrel incident
Wait,
traumatized you
so
bad.
let me ask you something now. Let me ask you something now. If you had to fight, I don't know, like 200 kids, like 12-year-old kids, will you do the same thing?
212-year-old kids? That's
Yeah,
an entire middle school. There's no way you're surviving that.
What do
yeah.
you
Especially if
mean?
they got like if they have the little safety scissors and shit, I'm fucked.
12-year-olds are mean. They don't have the sense of humanity yet.
I would have to
They'll
wear a
just kill
cup.
you.
I
They'll
need
bite
to
your
wear a
ears
cup
off.
too.
They're all 12-year-olds, you said?
Oh, they're
No,
all
like-
biting you and stuff too. Oh hell no!
Yeah, 12-year-olds, like, you can have hit puberty by the time you're 12 and be at least like 5 foot. They're not small.
Shit, I hit puberty in 5th grade, so
All right, well, let's change the age. 7-year-old.
7
Bunch
years.
of 7-year-olds. Oh, how tall?
7-year-olds
How
are
big is
worse.
a 7-year-old?
You know, I think
They're
I
like
would just
3
buy
to
like a
4 feet tall.
$20 V-Buck card and just throw it and have them go like
Half of them don't know what
fight each
V-Bucks
other.
are.
7-year-olds?
I think I would
Yeah.
still do the same thing with the same dwarf strat. You just
Kill
have to kill
one.
one super violent, and then that way the
No.
rest are. If there's 200 of them, I gotta traumatize these guys.
You just don't engage.
I think there's another way to traumatize them.
How do you know which one to kill? You just go for like the first one you
The
see,
first
or
one, the closest one. That way, if you get
Okay.
that way, they know my bubble. You know.
Honestly, if you just got a chainsaw, they'd probably run away from.
Do you have weapons? Can you have weapons?
There's
I
200
don't
of
know.
them. I think we should have at least one weapon.
No, I really don't want to continue this conversation about
How about a metric
killing
ruler?
children.
Yeah, I don't
Fair
think this
enough.
is legal.
Let's go back to
Like,
animals.
no, I don't. I would like to derail this
Actually,
entire thought
why did
like
I was talking about Disney princesses?
you're
I
talking
know
about fighting them.
it
You're talking
went
about
from
knocking out
fiction.
Snow
Yeah,
White.
I went from fiction to like actual little kids.
I'm just saying, if you had to fight one, which one would who would you beat?
I don't know. I mean,
We're still talking about princess or princes.
this is now just talking about beating women. I can't. I can't
Okay.
participate.
Okay, let's change the subject.
There's just no. There's no
Let's
good.
change the subject.
There's no good.
All right,
All right, let's
cutting
go.
all of
Let's
this.
go back to
We're
beating
cutting all of
animals.
this. We're cutting all
Let's
of
go.
this.
Let's go back to knocking animals out.
No, I just.
We're gonna get PETA.
No, we're
just-
cutting all of this. We're cutting all of this.
just need something
No, keep
else.
this in.
Like it's gone too far. Like if we had just touched on it and then left, fine. But it just kept escalating.
I feel like that's just how conversations go.
I know, but
Oh my
we have a
Anyways, guys, thanks for
responsibility.
watching.
Yeah, we're done. It was great.
Holy
This is the only
shoot.
podcast. This is the last one. We came back to try it again.
We're
and
getting canceled.
We came back
Yeah.
just to get canceled. Did you guys do Squid Game? If you're actually
No,
broke,
No.
no.
you
Axel?
were.
Hello?
I'm thinking about it.
Why?
I think it
Um,
depends. Like,
Yeah,
Hello?
I mean, didn't you see a lot of their situation? What if you have a situation like theirs?
So you would rather go on a show that maybe
I
you
mean,
die?
No,
There's
no.
a good chance
Let's
that you
let's.
die. How many people actually
There's a good
survive
chance.
the
There-
Squid Game?
one.
There's not a
What?
good chance. You are more than likely going to fucking die.
So you don't have any confidence in me?
I don't have confidence in
I have
any of
confidence
us
in the
not to win that.
statistics.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
You have
to
a
win
1
that?
in 32 chance to die, or whatever it is. I don't remember
even
how many
then,
were there.
if we
I
were all
mean-
to say yes,
No,
that still means that 3 of us would die for sure.
No.
Yeah, if we
no,
all
no.
decided to go on the same Squid Game, I'm sorry, but we'd have to kill you. Like,
Yeah.
No, now let's say this. Let's say we went in just like them. They did not know that they were going to die. Would you still say
I mean,
no?
then what
Yeah.
scenario is that? It's like,
so
hey,
I would say yes.
you signed
'cause
up to be on a game show. They're gonna kill you. What do? I leave. Like,
Yeah.
It's like, sorry, you void your contract. I don't care. What are you
Especially
gonna take
because
from
a
me?
lot
I
of
was
the
already poor.
situations, like, they involve you killing other people too. So
Oh,
yeah.
true.
that's why I probably wouldn't. But I mean, if it was just maybe me dying and then maybe I would be maybe a higher chance for me to join. But
What
if
if
it
you-
involves killing people, then no.
What if
No,
you
it's
think
about
you're the only one there,
self-preservation.
and then you find someone that you know? What will you do then?
If I joined and found someone I knew,
Yeah.
it depends on who it is.
But the game is so tricky though, because then like even if you were to team up, right, it still fucks with you.
Oh yeah, like the Marvel game.
Exactly. So I just, if I knew what Squid Games was, right, and you were to tell me like, hey, would you like to participate in this? I would say no. If I didn't know that people were dying and I could make money, then I'd be like, well, fuck it, right? It's just a game, right? But then I survived the first round and realized that people are dying, I would want to leave immediately.
Episode 1. No spoilers.
I haven't
I
even
mean,
watched Squid Game.
I think
If you
almost
haven't
everyone
watched Squid Game and you're in here like, oh my god, spoilers, dude, you're fucking late. You could have been watching it. I don't have Netflix, dude. You can pirate that shit.
Pirating's illegal.
Pirates are illegal?
I'm not telling
Yes.
them
Yeah.
to pirate it, but you could have.
You could have
Do
borrowed
pirates
someone's
still
Netflix.
exist?
If you really wanted to watch it that bad,
Also, it's not really spoilers that like everyone dies. Like that's the entire concept.
yeah.
I'm
I
sure
can tell you
TikTok
I didn't
and
even watch it,
Twitter
and I knew that
has
much.
spoiled it a lot, anyways. And
Shit's
But yeah,
bad.
none of that stuff I would participate in. I'm not gonna Hunger Games. You know, no Squid
But
Games.
what do you Hunger Game? Have you seen the Hunger Games maps for the U.S.?
Oh, what?
Like
What?
if the United
Like a real
States,
one?
yeah, like if the United States were to be divided into like sections, have you seen them?
oh, I mean, I've seen
Oh,
pictures and
based on
stuff.
like population. I might have a long time ago. I don't
Dude,
remember what it was.
fucking the South is all together. You have all the
course
rednecks,
it
all the
is.
Mexicans, fucking Florida man,
The South will
all
probably win.
all in one team.
Oh
dude.
yeah.
Dude, Florida, man, that's a secure win.
I mean, they'd probably get themselves killed. Like they'd be a great asset for like most of the time, and then something would go wrong, and then they'd get killed, and now you're in like a weird spot.
They'll try to disarm a bomb and just blow themselves up in
In the name of Florida.
the.
Just to be Florida.
Oh man.
Which is somewhere I actually do want to go and visit and all that. Get some nice Cuban food and
Florida's nice.
Yeah,
Have
yeah.
I told you about
Various.
Georgia?
They've got a great sign.
Yeah,
It
it says,
says welcome to Georgia.
Welcome to Georgia.
Georgia. I gotta find the picture of my dad with that sign. Oh my god. Shit, man.
How many states
Someone-
have you guys been to?
I mean, I crossed all the way from Texas to Florida driving in Georgia.
in Georgia.
Georgia. So I've been Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Florida, Georgia.
I think I've only been in 3.
Really?
California.
Hawaii, California, Nevada.
Is this within the United States? Like the question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Texas and Tennessee.
Oh wait, I've been to Tennessee as well. Yeah.
Tennessee.
I've been to Elvis's house.
It's in Tennessee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to live in Tennessee when I
Graceland.
was like 2 years old.
Graceland, yeah. Graceland. It's
Yeah.
in what part of Tennessee is it? It's
I don't remember.
I don't know.
I've never been
I
to
need to
Tennessee.
hold
I
on.
know
Despite the fact that it
Tennessee.
touches North Carolina, I actually haven't been over there.
I know Tennessee has the biggest Bass Pro Shops. It's like a huge pyramid. That's the only thing I know about Tennessee.
Yeah, Elvis, before he started doing coke, he was a good looking guy.
He did coke?
I thought he only ate sandwiches.
Memphis,
Yeah,
by the way.
yeah, you drank the Coca-Cola with the sandwiches.
Oh,
Yeah, I thought
That's why he gained all that
he
weight.
just gained a lot of weight. Yeah, there's actually a sandwich in Memphis that's called the Elvis, and it's like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Peanut
with,
butter
like,
and banana is
Isn't it
Elvis's
deep
thing.
Yeah.
fried?
peanut butter and banana, and it's like it's fried.
Yeah, deep fried.
What?
It's
I
deep
would
fried.
try
yeah.
it, but I mean, I don't know if I would like that.
Listen,
That was
instant
his
heart attack.
favorite.
I've had a peanut butter and banana sandwich before. It's good. Like it's fine. I like it.
I like
I've
what
never
it's
made one since I had it, but you know.
peanut butter jelly banana. It's good. It's good.
Damn.
I don't know if I would fry it, but
Fried
No.
peanut butter and jelly
No,
sets me off a little bit.
thought it was deep fried. Like,
yes, deep fried.
yeah,
I want
okay.
some deep fried Oreos.
I
That's
never
good.
had them.
Bro,
They're
you're
good.
what? You're from the South and never had them?
Never had them. Never went to the rodeo.
You know they sell them at like brewings, right?
Dude,
They do?
we can just make some.
Yeah, they're good. Have you had deep fried Reese's?
No, that sounds good though.
No.
Oh,
Don't they have deep fried ice cream?
freaking heaven! I don't know how they do it, but yeah.
I've heard of
Can
that.
try and make that too.
Witchcraft.
Reese's
gonna-
give me a headache.
Blow up the house.
There's something weird about Reese's that like
Wait,
it
did
does
you
it
call it
makes me feel bad.
Reese's?
Yeah, I do that all the time.
Is it not
Reese's.
Reese's? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's
Faces.
I say Reese's.
Reese's
because-
Puff, Reese's Puff, peanut
Yeah.
butter chocolate flavor.
I blame the commercial for my brain thinking it's Reese's, and I'm not gonna acknowledge that I'm the person that said Reese's Pieces constantly. But
Yeah, they sell them like M&Ms now, right?
I don't know why you say now, like it hasn't been around for like 20 years, but yeah.
Oh, I don't know. They probably changed the branding the way it looks.
It's been, well, I don't know about the branding, but Reese's Pieces. He says I can't do it. But yeah, but the something about whatever is in there, like I don't know if they put something in peanut butter, but if I eat like more than a couple, like I just start to feel bad, like my head hurts. It's really weird
That's how I
because
feel
I can have regular peanut butter, fine, and other things that make up Reese's Pieces, fine. But
with that specifically.
yeah, I don't know. Eating like I like them, but then I just like it starts giving me a migraine.
That's me with chocolate.
I fucking love chocolate.
Same.
I can only eat chocolate bars. I don't like any like chocolate cake, milk, or anything else. It's chocolate
Chocolate
flavored.
milk?
Nope.
You don't like chocolate milk, dude?
Nope.
You didn't have a childhood?
I did. I never
You didn't have
had
chocolate
them.
milk in your childhood? That doesn't sound like a childhood to me.
Dude,
I did.
we
I
You
just
had
ne-
Nesquik?
I wasn't a fan of it.
you know the little what's the syrup? I forgot what it's called. The chocolate syrup.
Hershey's.
The
Hershey.
Hershey
Hershey
syrup had a Hulk one. It was
I remember.
green.
I remember.
We put that shit in the little kiddie pool we had as a kid. That shit was good.
In the kiddie pool.
Wait, you made
Why-
a chocolate milk pool
Yep.
or chocolate water? Wait, well, it had to be
Chocolate
water.
water.
Yeah.
We were swimming in this green and like this dark green filth.
Wait, what?
We were like, this is hell. It was so nasty. I remember my cousin would like swim around with his mouth open and shit.
Oh, imagine so.
And then I remember we were having such a good time, and then we realized we were like, our wieners are in here. We were like 8 years old, and then we were like, yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
Uh,
Not what I expected at all.
But that's when you said childhood and like chocolate milk. That's just what it reminded me of.
I mean, I can understand why that would be a significant like post on your history of life.
Oh man.
Oh, dude! And then during that like chocolate water kiddie pool thing, my cousin scratched me so hard and so deep on my chest that I still have the scar to this day on my chest.
What?
Damn.
There was blood in the chocolate water?
Yeah, and there was like this little piece of skin that like he literally scratched
no.
off of me, and it was floating around in the pool with us.
Oh,
I'm done.
that's
And I
so
still have the
Sounds
scar.
pee in that pool.
I still have the skin, by the way. No.
It's still green.
Jesus.
It's chocolate milk flavor.
Oh,
You lick it every now and then.
Okay, all right.
I don't know about that.
I
Have you guys
keep
had
it
Hopefully
as a
water's bad
keepsake,
enough.
but that's no, I'm just kidding.
Have you guys had champurrado before?
Yeah.
What?
And I know Axe has had
I have not.
champurrado. So
I-
you
So
know, Christmas time is right around the corner, right?
uh-huh.
Um,
Yeah.
us Mexicans, we like our hot chocolate, but it's called champurrado. And think of hot chocolate, but chalky and more thicker.
Oh, I've had it. I just had that yesterday,
Yeah,
actually.
I might have had it, but I think it was literally given to me, and it was just called Mexican hot chocolate.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah,
then
that's
yeah.
exactly
Yep.
what they called
Yeah,
it.
it is.
Yeah, Mexican hot chocolate. It the actual name for it is, and it's so delicious. And it goes so well with churros, and I'm not talking about the ones you smoke. I'm talking about the ones you eat.
Wait, what
Just
churros do you
imagining.
smoke?
Yeah, I'm just like imagining the
The
dessert,
caramel
and you
ones.
just a raccoon takes one out of a guy's shirt pocket and then
Yeah.
They're
smokes it.
smoking it.
Yep, yep,
Yeah.
yep.
I just
That's the
is it
churro.
like those cereal straws except you smoke them?
The churros.
It's
So
what
you
you
guys
call
know what
it.
actual churros are, right?
Yes.
Like the
Okay,
dessert
so
thing, right?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
So, for a joint, um, the actual like, what's it called?
It's like a
Like
slang word.
slang. It's
Yeah,
like
slang word
slang.
for it.
It's a slang word. You say churro.
Hmm.
Oh,
I'm gonna go smoke a churro. That's
Yeah,
what it
I wonder if that's
yeah.
just like a Texas thing because I haven't heard that term.
No. I
No,
used
it's a
to hear it
Mexican
in
thing.
Mexico, yeah.
Yeah, it's a
There's
Mexican thing.
yeah, but damn, what was I gonna say about churros?
They're hella
You
good.
smoke them?
yeah.
Especially, have you had the ones that have like filling inside?
Oh
I had
yeah,
Yes.
one. I've had some with chocolate inside, like a
Yes.
chocolate
Hmm.
mousse or whatever is in there. Real good.
chocolate.
Man, I love the strawberry jelly ones or pineapple jelly ones. That's pretty good.
My favorite ones are
Pineapple
cajeta.
jelly.
Hmm.
I've never had pineapple. I don't know if I've seen pineapple jelly,
Really?
if I'm being
Jam.
honest. Well,
Yeah, it's
okay.
like jam.
Yeah.
Jam.
Jam or jelly, either way.
Really? You haven't had pineapple jelly or jam?
No.
They have them at every store, Walmart and stuff. You can find them
I
next to the
I mean,
grape
maybe I should
and
look next time
strawberries.
I go, but
Do you like pineapple in
oh
general?
yeah, I like pineapple.
Pretty good. And
I think
a
you like it.
jam. Yep. There's like a
Excuse me.
lot now. There's like peach jam. There's blueberry. There's all kinds of jam now.
Dude,
Yeah, I
speaking
mean
about
blueberry makes sense.
pineapples, when I was in high school, I literally brought a whole ass pineapple to school, and I literally just bit into it like it was an apple, and just started eating it like that, and it dead ass became a trend. The next day, people were coming to school with whole ass pineapples, just eating. I was doing it to be funny, like as a meme, but like people actually started bringing whole ass pineapples, and then it got so bad there was like pineapples, pieces of pineapple like all over the floor everywhere in
Oh
like the
my god.
auditorium and in the cafeteria and shit. It got so bad all because of one time my family bought a pineapple and I was like, I'm gonna take this to school. And I had it with me like half the day, and then when it became lunchtime, I was like, I don't have like a knife to cut it up, so I just bit into it.
I was gonna say we are talking about like how like mouthwash stuff, dude. I as a kid I used to love getting like mint stuff and then drinking cold water.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
It just
Hmm.
feels so, I don't know, so refreshing.
It's so
Mint is really good.
I love mint.
Or chewing gum and then drinking water afterwards.
Yep.
speaking about burning your mouth. Growing up, like my sister and my brother, like we would all get like the same like food. It's hella hot. It's like too hot to eat. But then I'll just be eating it, and then my brother and sister are like, "Wow, how are you eating that? Like it's so hot." And they'd be so impressed with me and stuff, and like thought that like I was just different. But really, I was just a little fat ass, and I just couldn't wait, and I just kept eating it. They're like, "Wow, that's so cool," and I'm over here like still burning my mouth still and eating it.
I do that every time I get pizza. Like
You
it's
burn
just
the roof of your mouth.
without
Oh yeah.
fail. I'm just like, it seems like it's cooled off. Like
Bite
it's
into
cold
it.
enough for me to touch, and I bite, and then I'm like glob of tomato sauce lava into like the roof
Oh.
of my mouth, and I'm like,
Why can I feel
ah,
that as you explain?
Yeah.
And then we just
because
like
it's common problem. Yeah,
like
You
huffing up your
explained that
mouth.
so well.
it's just it was hiding. It was under the cheese.
You know what I hate the most about stuff like that is like when you burn your tongue and then the next day you feel that what's it called? Your tongue is like it's like burnt, so it feels weird. It feels tingly.
Oh, it's
Well,
like
yeah, it's like slightly
bumpy.
scabbed over.
Yes,
Yes,
yes, yeah.
yes. So then like food doesn't taste the same. And it's all
Mhm.
because you were impatient.
Yep, it's a punishment, but you know, I
Yeah,
got to
take
the pizza about a minute earlier, so who's the real loser?
it.
Exactly why I used to burn my mouth back then.
Yep,
Have you
it's
dropped
worth it.
hot food on you on accident before?
Oh yeah, I've
Well,
Oh, go ahead.
oh, there was this one time where I made like cup noodles in the microwave, and my youngest brother was like, he was like, no, like 2 at the time. He just opened the microwave and then took it out, which is pretty unsafe. I'm not gonna lie. I rushed over to him, and just turned around, and just threw the cup at me. Just that hurt my entire chest just thinking about it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
dropped like boiling water on my foot before,
Ooh.
Oh,
and like it landed on my shoe and everything too, but it didn't matter. My foot
oh,
was just it was red and it was hard to put on socks and stuff after.
Yeah, I've been splattered by like hot oil and stuff like that when
mm,
cooking.
yeah.
Oh, with the shirt off.
Oh,
Hate that.
Well, it hits my arm,
Oh, okay.
but sure it is off. But but yeah, no, I had a nasty one. That was like I don't know, like the size of a nickel. Like I got to it pretty quick, so it didn't like
oh.
scar or anything. But I got nailed by like a solid droplet, and just like a good bit of my forearm was really red for a few days.
I
Yeah,
think
that hurt.
I bet. I think I was a dumb kid. I would just like randomly go up to the stove and just like touch the flame or not the flame, but just the stuff on top of it or the iron. If I would see it, I would just put my hand on it, just thinking, checking if it was cold already,
Oh
and then
yeah,
I
I
would
was
have to like
similar.
apply toothpaste on my hand or a tomato or something to make it
I've
ease.
been the dumb person who pulls something out of the oven and then like later on removes the gloves or whatever and then try
Touch it
to
again.
adjust it because it's like, oh, it's
Oh
not
yeah.
placed correctly. You fucking move it. You touch it. It's still hot. You just pulled it out. It's gonna burn your hand. I'm like,
Yeah.
and then I just stand there. I'm just like, why am I like this?
Just
Like I literally
pushing.
just pulled it out of the oven. Like why did not my brain just not function and be like, oh, it's still hot. No touch. So bad, dude. So bad.
We're an
I
hour
burned
and
my
30
hand.
minutes in.
Oh damn.
Sorry, go ahead.
I think
Oh
we
no,
can
I was
call
just
it
gonna
there.
say
What?
that.
We'll cut out some stuff and
Yes.
it'll be like an hour, maybe a little over.
Yeah, there's
Mhm.
like an hour's worth of content here, probably. You know,
Yeah,
Yeah,
interesting,
If you
debatable. We'll
remove
see.
we will
the
see.
both
kids.
debatable.
All right, well, thank you everybody for listening this far. If you got this far, I appreciate it. Thank you guys
Mhm.
for joining me today,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
and
thanks
we
for joining
will
me.
And me.
And me.
and us. we'll try to be consistent. There's no guarantees because
Yeah,
there's no
I mean, I like doing these,
guarantees in life,
but
and
True.
we'll
that's
see you on
what
the
we're
next
gonna
one.
end. Yeah, we're gonna end. There's no guarantees in life. Goodbye.
Good night, guys.
Have fun with your existential crisis.
Goodbye.